Remember those days of waiting? Well, those days are finally. Welcome to the ones that provide you with gaming news, gaming reviews, and all the entertainment you need to get you through your day. We are the Coast to Coast Gaming Central.
Welcome to episode 4 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central. We've made it a month. Whoopsie-doo. Round of applause. Everybody clap. I would, but I'm pissed. Coast to Coast, baby. We finally have our full cast here today. First things first, I got my boy Crazy Kid straight from the UK.
What up?
I got my boy Monty.
Busy.
I got my boy Booth Dust. Hey. I got my boy K Lyric. What's up? And I got my boy Mo Money, Mr. Money. Hello. All right,
the worst
man.
of us
we
all.
have. Yeah, he is the worst. We say the worst for last. But today we have a pretty cool episode for you guys. First things first, I know I said we was going to record this on Sunday and post it on Monday, but hey, you know, things change.
We're a bunch of liars.
We are. But we wanted to make sure that we had everybody here so you guys can get the full extent of what Coast to Coast Gaming Central really is.
A bunch of liars.
Huh? But we do have a lot. we do have a lot of good things on the show today, spanning across a whole lot of platforms and different games, and a lot of news and future news as well. So first things first, let's get this out the way with the week headlines. Now we are recording this on March 25th, 2014, which is a Tuesday, meaning that there's been quite a lot of news since the last time we talked about Ground Zeroes. So first thing. The biggest news coming out of today, well, maybe not the biggest news, but some news coming out of today is actually, well, in some opinions, a rumor. Some people call it all confirmed. Either way, it's about that future PlayStation 4 update coming out. Now, last week, Sony confirmed that there was going to be a PlayStation 4 system update releasing soon that was going to add a lot of features. Remember, we talked about the whole video editing, longer share button features. You can dim the light on your DualShock 4 controller, that good stuff. Well, apparently all this upcoming stuff that was released today is going to come out in that new system update as well. Things included in that is, and hold on a second here, your boy MK wants to get the notes out so he gets everything verbatim, because, you know, don't want to get anything wrong. Here we go.
Because then we'll be a bunch of liars.
All right, Monty. It says here. Now, again, none of this has been officially confirmed by Sony, but it's pretty much been said on Twitter by DualShockers and insiders. So, take it for what it's worth. Most people are talking it up as it's true. Anyway, the PS4 is going to bring local PS2 and PS1 support on the PS4 with native 1080p rendering for select titles.
Yeah.
They're also going to bring Blu-ray and media player updates.
Yeah.
VR demos at future events. And then also PS4 exclusive game stuff and PlayStation Now launch. So,
I personally can't wait for PlayStation Now. Like, I'm really excited for that. I can be anywhere and play any game. Like, well, on that's PS3 and PS2.
Yeah,
and PS3.
connection. Yeah, provided you have a good internet connection. Which I think what they said the recommended was what?
Well, most households I go to have good internet connection, so I'm not worried about that.
Then you're in good shape. You are in good shape. But for any of our worldwide listeners, PlayStation Now is only going to launch in America at first, but then they'll branch it out to all the.
Sorry, Crazy.
My biggest.
Why you calling out Crazy? He's from the UK.
I know.
I'm not in America.
Money from Pluto. They got 2 gigs per second out there.
Hey. Come that to connection.
But yeah, myself personally, I don't know about you guys, but myself personally, that update is true. My thing that I'm most excited about is PS1, PS2 with native 1080p support. Now, people that were asking if that's even possible, the answer is yes. You remember Sony said backwards compatibility would be possible on PS4 if they could create the emulator that would allow it. It sounds like they've created that emulator, but more importantly, on PC, through using emulators, it's possible to render these old games in 1080p. Now, it's not going to be like a graphical upgrade or anything. It's just going to make your games look much better on your flat screen TVs. A perfect example of this is playing a Wii game on the Wii U, where it upscales it to almost as if you're playing an HD remake.
Which I have been doing the last few times, so I can attest to the quality. It does look pretty darn
Myself
good.
personally, I played Sonic Colors on the Wii U, and that game looks gorgeous as it ever did. So,
Super Mario Galaxy looks absolutely fantastic on it.
and you played Skyward Sword.
And I played Skyward Sword, and that also looks like it was meant for the Wii U, actually, honestly, in some ways.
So get excited about that stuff, because now I can finally get back on Max Payne in 1080p. Anyway, that was some nice news coming out today. Some unfortunate news, really quickly here. There was some more layoffs in the world of Sony Worldwide Studios today, including Gorilla Cambridge. Man, I have to look and see who the other 3 developers were. The studio of Santa Monica again. Yep, and then it was also the studio that's making Drive Club.
Oh yeah, Evolution.
Yeah, the game director.
Yeah,
The game director's left. Yep. So sad news in the world of Sony. So even though everything's all great on the software side internally,
Hey,
Sony,
you gotta lose some to gain some.
that, at the end of the day, the only thing profitable for Sony right now actually is its PlayStation brand. So
That is true.
I
They
think
should
Sony
just
has to.
start cutting some of their other brands, honestly.
They should.
They are cutting
Or
the
they
computer. The computer line. They are cutting
Yeah,
that.
they are.
Yeah.
Sony's TVs are really good, but the problem is no one can afford them, and that's why they're falling off.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if you can get similar pictures,
I think
let's
that'd be their
say
smart just stop.
yep, or create a TV line like Samsung and Vizio to where people can afford your Bravios, and then Facebook bought some Oculus. Facebook of all people. Now, people are wondering why did Facebook
Hold on. I got an idea. Yeah. Are you ready to surf the internet? We put on the headset. We go into Facebook.
VR Facebook coming
VR
to you
Facebook.
this fall.
Did you ever want to see VR versions of your friends list? Now you can.
All I'll say is
This wasn't a VR training.
Of your timeline. Now you can.
That sounds nasty.
yeah, all
Hey,
I can say is
It's
that could get
Facebook we're
very
talking
creepy.
about. It is Facebook. They're one creepy company.
That they are. So it doesn't really honestly surprise me.
Sometimes it makes me wonder why I have like.
GTA will be available on the Wii starting April 3rd. Also, Super Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart game, is available in the eShop, and if you buy that, you get a discount on Mario Kart 8, which releases May 30th. People ask, what is the discount? Well, the discount is, so Super Mario Kart costs you basically $8. So Mario Kart 8 will cost you $52. So essentially, buying Super Mario Kart is like putting down an $8 pre-order on Mario Kart 8. Well, there you go.
Well, at least you get another gain out of it.
Yeah. Granted, you would have to buy Mario Kart 8 digitally, but I don't foresee anybody wanting to trade that game in anyway, so that may not be a big problem for some people. No. But nonetheless, that's the big news coming out of Nintendo. We'll get more on them later. Also, going on in the world of video games this past few days. What do you guys want to talk? You want to talk about some more news? Or you want to talk about the PlayStation Store update real quick? Get that out the way.
Don't mind me.
Maybe we can talk about where's my flash drive.
But anyway, you can talk about that PlayStation Store update.
Yeah, I guess go to the PlayStation Store.
Oh, really quickly for all you Xbox listeners, if you have any, the Battlefield 4 update was rescheduled for Xbox One to an undetermined date. So that game is still broken on there as well. All right, now moving on to PlayStation Store update.
Oh my god! And by the way, sorry for you Xbox One users.
We're losing fan support by the second.
It's $449.99. So yeah.
We had 19 viewers. Now we have 13 now probably. Thanks.
Well, hey, maybe we'll gain 8 after the PlayStation Store update because people are curious what they're getting for free for PlayStation Plus this week. Anyway.
So, okay. Before we continue on, I go into my pouch hoping to find a flash drive. You know what I found in there instead?
Max Bang. I won't say it.
2 nickels and a dime.
Legendary moment right there.
And a dime.
Now,
wait, Corgan, what were you about to say?
I'm not going to say it. It was inappropriate, and I will hold my tongue.
Okay, after show.
Yeah,
Maybe we can explain what
we'll
2
put
nickels
that in
and a
the
dime
bloopers
mean.
at the end of the
we should explain 2 nickels and a dime really quickly. All right, so really quickly here. A couple years ago, first thing first, we know someone named Kikuya, and this gentleman is quite the character. One day, he was mentioning about how he thought about trading in BioShock. And he said, if I trade in BioShock, I'll probably get 45 cents. That's like 2 nickels and a dime.
Oh, is that where you guys got it? That's not where I got it.
Well, now K-Lyric has to explain where he got 2 nickels.
I got that from Walking Dead. When we got yeah, that's where I got it from.
Well, we got it from Takuya saying 2 nickels and a dime equals 45 cents.
That's something.
He's a legendary man. That's all we can say about him.
He is legendary. He gave Monty some great advice in life too, but we won't get into that right now.
It's inappropriate.
That's for the after show.
Anyway, PlayStation Store update. By the way, the PlayStation Store actually updated on time this week. Sony.
Hey, huzzah!
PS4 games. Call of Duty Ghosts Gold Edition, which includes DLC, came out for $60. Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition came out for $60. And Fez, which is a really cool indie game. I haven't played it, but the game got rave reviews. And it comes out for $12.99, and if you purchase it on PS4 or already own it on PS3 or Vita, you get it on every console. On PS3, Blaze Blue Colonel Phantasma. That came out for $60. Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro Hunts came out for $30. Call of Duty Ghosts Gold Edition came out on PS3 as well. Deception Blood Ties came out on PS3 for $60. Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends on PS3 for $60. Again, Fez for $12.99, cross-buy. The Witch and the 100 Knight came out for $50. Trinity Souls of Zil Oil came out for $20. I do not know what that is. And Warriors Legends of Troy came out for $20. And finally, some Vita games. Destiny of Spirits was free. Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends came out on Vita for $40. And Deception Blood Ties came out for $40. And Fez again cross-buy for $12.99. PlayStation Plus. There was discounts on, there's a BioShock sale apparently, so there's discounts on BioShock 1 and 2. BioShock Infinite DLC in the game itself. Then there's a discount on Fez if you're a Plus member, so I think the game costs $10.99 instead of $12.99. And then the free Plus game is the PSP Classic for Vita owners, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which still has the online servers up as well. PS1 Classics, TNN Motorsports Hardcore for $5.99. And yes, when I say TNN, I mean the old TV station. There was no PS2 Classics, And that pretty much covers it in terms of new releases. There's a lot of DLC for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z coming out, which is basically just costumes. And then, of course, there's your Warframe DLC, which had a new patch for all you Warframe players. And then there's Battlefield 4, various DLC ranging from $4.99 to $49.99, apparently.
What?
So, yeah. And there's one demo on the Vita, Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, which is a JRPG about making babies.
I would expect nothing less.
I will actually be downloading this demo to see
You
why.
want to make you some babies, right?
Apparently, they even had to tone down the game a bit for it to even get released in the West.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So,
I'm kind of curious now. I might download that.
yeah, I will download that demo and see what's up. By the way, there was a Vita system update just a day or two ago as well. We'll get into that in a second. And then, of course, really quickly here, just more sales on the PlayStation Store. Thief is $39.99 already on PS4 and PS3. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition's on sale this week. They didn't list a price for it, but it's there. NBA 2K14 on PS4 is also on sale. That basically covers it. All the Hitman games are on sale, which is included in the Hitman trilogy. So, good stuff this week in the PlayStation Store for some people. Some people may be a slow week, but that's okay because you guys got Infamous on Friday for all you PS4 owners.
Yeah. This is really good, though. I got mine on Sunday. I recommend that to anyone who's looking for a good indie game.
Oh, you played that?
I did. I own it on Steam. And, yeah, that's a really good one. Very, very challenging, but very good.
I know the indie game I'm looking forward to is 1001 Spikes. I think I told you about that.
I see.
Yeah. Bulls, you want to touch on the PS Vita update real quick?
PS Vita update. What it bring? Okay, now you can have up to 500 applications on your Vita. Sony, where is the bigger memory cards? Gosh darn it. Anyway, it brought a calendar you could sync up with Google. And now you can finally receive and send voice messages between the PS4 and the Vita. You can hear your messages on your PS Vita, and you can send messages on the Vita as well. Corgan, by the way, you got a message in your box.
Yeah, I saw it. I just didn't pay attention to it.
And that's it,
Yeah,
really.
I saw some
And
boot
some
stuff,
system
and that was all.
stability. That's it. That's it, really.
Pretty epic. Random fact here. See, I was listening to another podcast this morning, IGN, and they brought up the topic. Did you know?
Listening to our rivals.
Yeah, because IGN is worried about us.
Hey, we on the rise.
Right? We taking over, man.
One city at a
time. Yeah. So, did you know? Even though people will talk about Nintendo a lot, did you know Nintendo holds more than three, but the top three best-selling franchises of all time, Nintendo holds spots 1, 2, and 3. Did you know that?
Well, it's probably because they've been around the longest, so it's kind of fair.
Super Mario Brothers is 1. Pokemon is 2. And the Wii series is 3.
Oh.
That's bullcrap.
Meaning Wii Sports, Wii Fit, all those.
How do you even count that? It's like it comes with the game. I mean, not the game, the game console. Like that's not even counted. I don't think Wii Fit like got
No, they
sales.
sold it separately. They sold the sports separately. So
Sports came with every Wii, basically.
no, not at one point.
Came with.
Not at one point. No, it didn't. They started doing that later on.
Well, Monty, in the history of video games, bundled games have always included with the sales. That goes back to Super Mario Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog. Which is why both those games sold like 80 mil. So
Respect
irate.
Nintendo, man. Respect the Nintendo.
so yeah, Nintendo owns, and then I think further down the list you got Zelda. Zelda's at like 6. Need for Speed series is at 7, believe it or not.
A weak game now.
FIFA 10 now. But yeah, this is a random fact. I did not know that Nintendo held 3 of the best-selling franchises of all time, and they're 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I knew about Pokemon and Mario, but it's kind of crazy how in one generation they moved up that list again. With 2 games, pretty much. They'll never count them out. Just to throw that out there, fanboys, never count them out. Because just when you think they're down and in second place, they'll release something that pushes out 100 million units.
Be gone in 10 years.
Oh yeah. Oh, and, just for all the online reports saying, "Oh, this is going to be the last gaming generation." Yeah, shut up. It won't be. Moving on.
As long as we're around, it won't be. Yeah.
Really quickly, and I think Corgan would like to hear this one as well. So as you know, Corgan touched on this last week. There's supposed to be 2 Assassin's Creed games coming out.
Yes.
One on current gen, one on next gen. Don't know if you've seen this yet or not, Corgan, but
I told him about it.
I'll paint the picture for you first. You remember when Splinter Cell Double Agent came out on PS2 and PS3? But it was like 2 complete. It was like the same game, but it was like 2 completely different games. If that makes sense. Sure. It had this. Meaning like the gameplay and everything was like different, but like it had like the same story and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ubisoft, they've done that before, so now there's new reports, suggesting that, the current gen version probably has like the same story as the next gen version, but it'll just, they'll probably just keep like the current gen engine of Assassin's Creed.
I thought what you was gonna bring up is that co-op is gonna be in it.
That's the rumor that they may have co-op.
Yeah, that's
they're
a rumor.
gonna have 2 different titles for
Well, it's kind of interesting because they've actually always been talking about doing co-op for that series. They just never really knew exactly how to implement it.
K, Lyric, and
For me, I'd rather prefer co-op. Yeah. I didn't really like the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed. I mean, I guess I prefer the Brotherhood.
I've always kind of liked it, but usually when I max out level, then I stop playing for a while.
I thought the online was pretty bad. Assassin's Creed.
I love it though. I thought it was quite a
good game. I love the story. But if they do co-op, I hope they do that.
Yeah.
I think it was like a broken mess in my opinion. You press the button and you get character to sit there and does nothing.
But that was Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Well, Brotherhood is actually the one that a lot of people like the most, though. Ironically.
I had a lot of fun on Brotherhood beta.
And I gotta say, the Brotherhood is probably the one I put
just
the most time into.
He put the hand up, but he does nothing. And gets stabbed.
I played the Brotherhood beta, and I played that game probably for like 20 hours.
You talking about? Okay, I know.
Probably just got smoked out all the time, Monty.
You can't stand.
No, I don't. They didn't see me. They're just walking by. I hit the punch button.
Oh, or maybe it was probably your nasty connection getting it in.
You've done upgraded.
You've done upgraded, Corgan. No. Stop. No. Hey. No, I know he upgraded, but I'm saying that when that was out, that was when he was still in his old and nasty connection.
That's because Money wasn't trying to share.
No. That was before.
Stop the violence, please. I'm not insulting him, I'm just saying.
That was before.
I had a nasty connection back in the day, too. Heck, Money connection too.
Everyone had a problem with that.
I remember when me and Corgan would be in the chat at night, and that dude's connection would just keep getting it in.
Yeah. Not an insult, it's just the way the internet is.
Intimate conversation.
So now we've gotten through.
Right, continue.
We can get some impressions on some of these games. Like we gave a very in-depth impression of Ground Zeroes last week, and we'll get back to that. But we got to get through some of the stuff we didn't talk about first, in all fairness. First things first, obviously the biggest release, Infamous Second Son, finally came out on PS4. I know there was
This
a lot
game
of people
right
that bought
here.
PS4 for
Don't even
Infamous
get me
Second
started. Where's the damn flash drive?
He's looking for a flash drive. We're talking about Infamous. Coast to Coast Gaming Central is going nuts. Anyway.
4 episodes in and we're already moving it.
Currently getting shot at, but
The first episode with the full cast. It's all like going downhill.
But yeah, now I myself personally haven't finished the campaign yet. Corgan and Crazy Kid has. Booth just got the game. He's about halfway through it, I think now.
Pure magic, shout out.
I'm on my third power, by the way.
Booth has got 3 powers now, so he's almost caught up to me. So yeah. So we're gonna go in here and talk about some Infamous. Myself personally, really quickly, I want to say, get it out the way right now. Clearly, in most people's eyes, and probably unanimously, probably the prettiest looking game on PS4 to date. Killzone has been dethroned. Well, Killzone was dethroned by Metal Gear.
Killzone just got pretty.
Killzone
I
was
would
pretty,
actually
but
still
it
say
didn't play.
Metal Gear looks a little more impressive myself, but that's just me.
Corgan says Metal Gear looks better. It's hard to argue with the man. Metal Gear does look great. But in my opinion, Infamous. But, you know.
Regardless, we're comparing, like 2 extremely good-looking games, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Either way, we'll put it to you this way. Last week made you say, I have a next-gen system.
Touche. Well put.
In a 3-day span, we have a next-gen system finally. So yeah, Infamous graphically looks incredible. Gameplay, the game is really fun to play. In my opinion, the game is more on par with. This is my own opinion. Infamous 1 was good. I think Infamous 2 was like almost, I guess you would say like almost the perfection of Infamous 1, in my opinion. And then this game feels a lot like Infamous 1 to me. But that's just me.
Yeah,
That
I
means
would
the
say
game-
Infamous 2 was still better myself. Still good.
Yeah.
Not a bad game by any means. Just Infamous 2 is better in my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
I want to skip those because I did good already, so I want to see what Evil does.
good stuff. Also, the neon power is really cool.
Neon Power is definitely the coolest to get around the city in.
Yeah.
Although, well then again, I can't talk about the other power, right? That's a spoiler.
Yeah, one.
We're only going to keep it to the first 2.
Gotcha. Well, the first 2, but then again, as an evil guy, I'd say I liked playing as with smoke a little better than the neon. So I liked playing good with the neon better than the smoke. Actually.
Neon?
It really does. The best thing to take away from my analysis of both sides is that the game does play quite differently depending on if you're good or evil. Just so you know. Not like it's a whole new game, but it does. There are a lot of noticeable differences in the powers.
Like the last power is like a random power they just threw in there. That's what I feel like.
The what?
A random power they just threw in there. The last power? I feel like it was a random power they just threw in there. Like,
Hey.
it feels out of place.
The last time you haven't beat the game, right?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, how do you know about the last power, Bruce? You didn't beat it.
I think he might be talking about the last part.
I'm in the third power, my fault.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the third power, though. We can't talk about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're keeping that.
We'll save that for next week. Next week will be the spoiler cast.
Well, I mean, there's people in this party that plan on getting the game.
My power is
Well, maybe it won't be next week then. Maybe it'll be a few weeks from now.
Well, we'll bring it up again someday.
Yeah,
It's not like, I mean, this will probably be the biggest game on PS4 until Watch Dogs releases anyway.
Yeah, so we got like 2 months to worry about it. So,
Yeah.
If you don't get the
Granted,
rating.
there's a
bottom
couple
line
games
is, if you're looking for a good PS4 game, then Second Son is definitely a good
Well, if you want to do a PSP game, get Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
If you want to go with that, I would go with Final
And then
Fantasy
get Dark
X
Souls
and 2
Demon
HD
Souls.
Yep.
remaster. But
Corgan,
hey,
Corgan
I
brought
would
it
go
up.
with South Park.
I respect sexy.
Hello?
Get
Money's
Dark
having technical
Souls 2.
difficulties, but
Yet again. Sony
you're
hating.
second.
so basically, what we're getting at after all those recommendations you just heard, what I'm inferring out of that is March, which is a really beast month in terms of video games, and you really can't go wrong anywhere you go.
Touche. Something for everybody.
And the thing is,
What about
since all
Warframe?
these games are coming out in March, is the thing. For the summertime, at least you got games to play, and then you can still pick it up, whatever game you haven't played yet. Play them
Well,
through
the crazy
summer.
part about that is, for people that, not even just PS4, for people that own multiple platforms as well, usually there's a drought in the summer. This year they sort of loaded us up for the spring in March, but like come the end of May, then we're right back to it because you have Watch Dogs in the same week as Mario Kart 8. And then, of course, midsummer, that's when we'll see other titles released.
Can't
Both
wait,
fun indie
man.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll see. It's gonna be quite.
It's gonna be
year.
fun
Then in
October,
October
guys.
to November, is
Yeah.
a really big next gen game for the year.
Man, actually-
and Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, and actually, no, you would have to say September because Destiny releases in September.
Yeah, Destiny will be really big too. But I think I'm even more excited for Arkham Knight than Destiny. Even though I am still very, very excited for Destiny. But Arkham Knight does look pretty incredible, to say the least.
So yeah, this year's gonna be quite a good year in the world of next gen. Corgan, I know you want to talk about Final Fantasy X HD.
Sure, if you want me to.
Recommend this game. Give people a reason why they need to return to the world of Titus and Blitzball.
Okay, well, first off, it is the international edition of both Final Fantasy X and X-2, for those of you who did like X-2, like myself, actually. It has a lot of extra, side quests, extra aeons, I think I read up one somewhere, and stuff like that. So you got that extra content along with the Eternal Calm, almost sort of mini movie that takes place between Final Fantasy X and X-2. That sort of leads into X-2. So that's in there, which was also again only in international edition. And also you got the last mission for X-2, which was again only in the international edition. So you got a lot of extra content that wasn't originally in the original release, and then you also got reworked music completely redone for all of Final Fantasy X's soundtrack. And I know a lot of people were kind of iffy on if they'd like it, but I'm playing it using like a Pulse headset, and I gotta say it's like a symphony that you're hearing. It's pretty awesome to hear about it. They did a really good job with all of the redone soundtracks. I don't think they redid any of X-2's, but bottom line is, if you're looking for one of the last truly good Final Fantasy games they ever came out with that were more old school with turn-based JRPG style, then, or if you just want to revisit these games because they're one of your favorites, then X and X-2 HD Remaster, in my opinion, is actually the best HD done games I think I've ever played, actually. Because they both look good and sound good. So, there you go.
Now, if that doesn't make you want to go buy Final Fantasy X, X-2 HD on your PS3 and or PlayStation Vita, well, then you are just not human.
There you go.
Or you just don't like Final Fantasy.
Well, I guess I'm not human.
Yeah, or you just don't like Final Fantasy, which, after Final Fantasy 13 series, I can't really blame you.
Come on now.
But if you grew up on the series, or if you have any fond memories at all of 10 and you want to revisit that game, then There's no better way than with this HD remaster. They really did actually take their time and do a lot of cool stuff with it. So, there you go.
The biggest reason I'm going to tell you about the game is if you haven't experienced Blitzball, then you need to experience
And you got that Blitzball in HD. Who doesn't want Blitzball in HD? There you go.
Forget FIFA. Blitzball, where is that?
Well, except the boot stuff. It's the best sports game I ever played.
And on that note, to finish this up really quickly here, in terms of news, the Wii U, by the way, I know I mentioned this last week, but they have a ton of indie games coming out. They're actually doing video series online, 5-minute videos. It's called Indie Corner from Nintendo Enthusiasts, and they're actually showing every single indie game in action, and they're showing off what the game looks like, who's developed by, and its release time frame. The video series is broken up by genre, so they have racing game, action adventure, RPG, 2D platformer. So check that out. Indie Corner, really good stuff. Road Redemption, I know me and Booth mentioned this an episode or two ago, but Road Redemption is looking mighty.
Did they show it in the Indie Corner?
They did, man.
You need to send that link.
There was a portion
so
there.
I can watch that.
There was a portion, the guy, so we've seen it, anyone's played Road Rash, you sort of know the concept. You're all on bikes racing each other, and you have access to weapons to take out your enemies. It's almost like a M-rated version of Mario Kart on motorcycles.
It sounds like Twisted Metal to me.
Or Twisted Metal, yeah, you're right. But then I would argue Twisted Metal got the actually both these games. There was a game on the Sega Genesis. It was called Skitchin', and you were on rollerblades. But it was that exact same concept, and I feel like a lot of those games actually took the idea from that. But that game was sort of underappreciated back then. At least I don't know. I was a young pup. I don't know about reviews or anything back in the
day.
Yeah. So yeah, look up a game called Skitchin' on Sega Genesis, and you'll see the resemblance. But yeah. So you're on your motorcycles. You can pick up baseball bats, biker chains, freaking guns. You can just straight up punch and kick, whatever you can to take out your opponent. So there was a portion in the gameplays they showed, Boost, and there was a guy, they were racing, and there was a guy to the left, right? And the guy on the right kicks the guy's bike. When he kicks the guy's bike, he puts him right in the pathway of the semi truck coming. The semi hits the racer, and the motorcycle in the racer just explodes.
Yeah.
You just keep right on racing.
Homegrown violence. Yeah.
The funny thing is, the only console that has a confirmed release time frame for this game, well, it's PC, of course, but it's the Wii U.
Apparently, it's supposed to come out on the Xbox, but
yeah, it is supposed to come on the Xbox, but I guess they're having
because of indie problems, with Xbox, Microsoft.
Yeah.
Their protection and whatnot. I don't know.
But they said it comes out. They said it comes out on Wii U Q3 of this year. So that puts us in the summer. So.
I hope they port it over the PC version to the PS4.
That would be nice. I would probably play that game on both.
I'll buy it on both.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna purchase it on Wii U. So if you haven't seen Road Redemption, YouTube it. You might find something you like there, something different, something really cool. Other than that, guys, that pretty much wraps it up in terms of news. We've covered Infamous, we've covered Final Fantasy X HD, which leaves the last couple minutes of this podcast to Metal Gear Ground. So, without further ado, I am going to slide in. Myself personally, I've played every single Metal Gear game, but after I've met these guys, I cannot even consider myself a Metal Gear hoe. So I'm going to bring in
the language,
Monty, my boy, Mr. Money.
I don't think
Mo
they're
Money.
familiar with the terminology.
Well, if you want
But
to
never mind.
If you guys know what a trophy whore is, then you know what a Metal Gear whore is. Okay. So
You don't know what a trophy whore is.
without further ado, I'm
No,
gonna
of
bring in
course.
my boy Monty, my boy Corgan, and my boy Mr. Money Mo Money. I'll tag in whatever I can just from playing the games in general. It is now what we call Metal Gear Corner. So hey, Money, take it away.
Metal Gear Corner. I think I might cut this into another, segment. Because,
Wow. Hey guys, what do you think about the Ground Zero?
I actually do not have the game at my house at the moment. I'm letting a friend borrow it. But I plan on getting it back.
how could you?
Because I want to spread the love that is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero.
Oh, you're so kind-hearted.
I know. Trying to get Kojima more money for Phantom Pain, Trying to
That's
support
not
him.
getting him more money. You should tell him to go buy a copy.
That's Phantom Pain.
He isn't gonna buy a copy. He said he didn't want to, so this is the next best thing. Get him into it, let him see the light, then he'll be interested for when Phantom Pain rolls around.
Don't bite my head off.
Now you know, Bruce.
Ah.
But, yeah. I wasn't really here for when we really went in depth with the game last week.
Well, you literally came in at the beginning, so.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did I?
The first question, but.
Oh, did I? Oh.
So I have no
I thought
idea.
you guys were on. I thought you guys went on earlier than when I got in. But okay.
Talk is boring.
What did we talk about?
That's what I'm
I
trying
didn't
to
know we
find
were
out.
doing this today.
Are we praising the game?
Sorry, I was joining the conversation. I'm still pissed I can't find the flash drive. So what are we talking about?
How about how difficult the trophies were? Because I'm sure one of you already got all the trophies, don't you?
I'm missing the trials. But
There you go. Monty?
I don't really know. I'm just going for 100% completion. Which I'm close to. Very close to.
I see. Yeah, when I get back, I'm sure I will jump back on there and continue the, hold the crap out of that.
Taking a quick break from it though.
Mm-hmm. As am I, thanks to
Now that we played more of the game and beat more of the missions and we got some of the extra stuff, we didn't get to talk about it because we didn't get to it, but how do you guys think about the Deja Vu mission?
I freaking love the Deja Vu mission.
Definitely more than what I thought. And how we kind of got Raiden with the gray fox skin.
Yeah, I know. I was meaning to tell you about that because I finally got to try him out, and yeah, that was kind of cool. Got to run really quick as Gray Fox this time.
Oh, but now that I do remember, touching back on the last time, how the whole MK brought up how people were talking about where the bomb is, I did get all the cassettes. And let's just say, I think they are right about where the bomb is.
Oh yeah, I listened to them cassettes.
Mm-hmm. I literally just listened to the cassette the other day because I had just got all the cassettes the other day. And Skullface was like, let's put this bomb where they'll never look. And then you hear some squishy, and that's it.
Squishy. Could you describe that one more time, Money?
Squishy. You're trying to keep it clean here, guys. Gosh.
Right, moving on.
But last week we were talking about how Metal Gear can be more darker and more controversial. What do you guys think of those tapes? Basically, they're they had some kind of uncomfortable themes to it, I guess you could say.
Oh,
the whole Chico pause thing that went on.
I'll say, in terms of the tapes, just the cutscene alone, the cutscene that everybody was uproaring about alone, I think that was enough to get across of how evil stuff is.
mm-hmm.
I think the tape, I think maybe the tapes were unnecessary. In my opinion, I think there's some stuff in that, like I could like some of the tape, like especially there's a couple of tapes that I can't go into a lot of detail. For one, we try to keep it clean, and two, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But there's some stuff in there that just like it's just why is this in there?
Well, considering both characters might be dead, why not know?
I haven't heard the tapes myself, so I cannot comment.
So you must embrace it, Morgan. You won't think Pa's the same ever again. You might look at Chico in a different light, however. You might either be proud of him or you feel sorry for him. Depending on how you take it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to look for them cassettes.
You gotta dedicate 10 minutes to one of the tapes, though.
Your one takes like 9 minutes and 50-something seconds.
I would expect nothing less.
Since we got more playing time, I guess about, since we got more feel of what the hard mode can bring. What do you guys think about the hard mode? We didn't really play much of the hard mode.
Well, the hard mode isn't really too different from normal. It feels like it's just they can see you a lot easier, and you gotta be a little more careful than normal.
When you're me and Money are trying to get S rank and 100% completion, it makes a big difference because the difference is like if they can see you for like a split second or like from like 50 yards away, they'll spot you and they'll ruin your entire S rank run. And you gotta restart and
Oh, and just to let you all know, one of the best parts about Infamous.
Oh, today. Welcome.
What? Well, thanks. Thanks for cutting me off there.
That was rude.
Jerk.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'll just be quiet now.
briefly about
Don't get that. You wanted to say something? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that the infamous paper trail side quest is really pretty interesting, actually.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and give that a look if you guys want to try something cool.
Do you have the website link?
Well, it's just, I think it's just called Infamous Paper Trail, and then you got, like, it's a mix, like, you do some missions in the game, and then you gotta do some things on the website. And, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So just go to google.com and search Infamous Paper Trail. There you go.
There you go. That's how I got there.
I'm sorry, Kroger. But now,
no, you're fine.
it is, what game have you been playing this week? So, I'm going to start off with, looking on my screen right now, who's at the top, Crazy. So, Crazy, what have you been playing this week?
Well, Crazy has been jerking, so I don't think he's gonna be.
Okay then, Crazy has been playing nothing. So now,
I can fill in for that though. He's been playing some Infamous and some Dark Souls too. I don't know if he played anything else.
He played. Me and him went back to WCK.
Oh yeah, they did hop back on the WWE this week.
And he's been playing some 2K, the NBA, not the WWE. Now money, more money. What have you been playing?
Metal Gear, NBA 2K.
What's Metal Gear, man?
Metal Gear. That's an inside joke we are not getting into. That is an inside joke we're not getting into.
Did you guys know that actually Metal Gear is about a metal deer that goes around terrorizing?
I think you should bring that up in the next Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Deer. It can't be.
Anyway, my boy K-Lyric, Hogan, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster, Infamous Second Son, and I was playing a little bit of Super Mario Galaxy still, and also Metal Gear Ground Zero before my friend borrowed it. So I've been all over the place, really. Oh, and Super Mario 3D Land, too, with a little bit of Pokemon.
So, yeah. Behind my back.
But I don't think at this time...
a little bit.
But anyway,
wait.
Monty,
Go
what
again.
have you been playing this week?
What?
Monty,
Hello.
what have you been playing this week?
What have I been playing? Well, I haven't been playing Pokemon.
He felt like he fumbled it.
It's
Go ahead.
it's Pokemon's just a game you can't stop playing. I've also been playing Metal Gear Force, 2K, both NBA and WWE. But right now, I got Fallout again. Fallout a lot.
I've also seen that you've been
Your
trying to
excuse.
play South Park.
Anyway.
You really think about that?
Anyway, I've been playing Fallout and also South Park with Stick of Truth for a little bit. Not
What do you
much.
think
I'm
about
really
South
not
Park?
South Park, I'm not the biggest fan of the turn-based RPG genre, but it's pretty good. It's funny. That's the thing why I keep me playing it. It's just the humor of South Park. It's really strong.
It's kind of funny how you say that since you play Pokemon so much.
Well, Pokemon is like,
Just saying.
like it's kind of hard to MK, he explained it better last week. I told him it's kind of weird. I play Pokemon, but I don't really like this usual. He explained it better though than I can about why Pokemon is slightly different. It's like same concept, but also has a lot of different variety compared to Pokemon.
Hmm.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, so South Park is pretty good.
Alright, we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, MKGUY. Anyway,
Well-
MKGUY. What have you been playing this week?
Well, I have been playing Infamous Second Son. Actually, I'll be honest, the past couple of days, I really haven't got a whole lot of time to actually play PS4 the way I wanted to. But I have been playing Infamous Second Son. I did play NBA 2K14 with you guys, as usual. Make Yourself 5 Ground Zeroes, of course, on my 3DS. I just mentioned Zelda. I've been playing that. Also been playing some online races on Nintendo 3DS, which is really good. And on Wii U, Super Mario 3D World. So, as well with Corgan, I have been, well, I guess you could say, all over the place.
Wow.
Which is why, you know what I think, Corgan? I think we need an entire episode dedicated to our Nintendo, like surgeon or something. Because,
I think we were gonna do that, but then you guys didn't play Pokemon, so we can discuss about it.
I mean, Nintendo has a lot more going than just Pokemon, okay?
So, gonna be a 2-man podcast next episode?
No.
Because you're the one guys that play Nintendo stuff.
not true.
No. No boy Boost does.
And when does he ever hop on this?
I
had
had
a
to forget
Nintendo
about me.
64.
Like, I didn't get to say what games I've been playing and whatnot.
Wait your turn. So yeah, I think that's it for our podcast. It was nice talking to you guys.
No love.
Man, go ahead, Booth, man. Ask yourself what you've been playing.
Man, I don't even want to ask myself, man. Yo, just
Alright, man. Hey, yo, Booth Dust, what you been playing, man?
Yo, I've been playing I've been playing Infamous Second Son, which I got on Sunday. Really happy. You know what I mean? I'm glad I played that. 2K. We've been beasting on NBA 2K. Me, Money, and Monty. We went on a 8-game win streak until the court.
Oh yeah, 2K, and then the court broke.
Yeah. Very nasty.
Watch out if you're playing 2K. There is a glitch out there that anyone can do that breaks the court.
We don't even want
Keep an eye
to
out for that.
but yeah.
And there won't be any patch, so it's kind of like with the WWE games at this point. If there's something broken, they won't fix it. Just play some next.
I like how Monty's just cutting into my segment, like my part.
You see,
But anyway,
Yo.
fan favorite.
Here at Coast to Coast, we share.
We do.
Yeah, man. Fell asleep, my bad.
and on that note, I think my boy MK should end it from there.
Well, it's good to know that Booth just learned his lesson from last week.
So, and I don't even want, Just end it.
Last time he tried to end the show, the PlayStation of Justice took him out.
PlayStation did
Sony,
take them
what?
out, 'cause they know.
What's wrong, man? Your money, did you
They
say
know
it?
who rightfully should close up the segment.
What did they say?
So without further ado, we would like to thank you for tuning in for a whole month of this craziness. This is our first time actually having the entire cast here, and one of our cast members fell asleep and woke up at
And
the
I
very
don't
end
have
of
my
the
flash drive.
That
doesn't count,
man.
He
didn't have
applause
the
for
entire
crazy.
cast here. Well, he said hi and he said bye. That means he was here.
I think that just
I was
made the
here
whole
for most of it. I fell asleep like near the end.
I'm just saying, that made the show.
respect that.
If this isn't our highest rated show, I don't know what's gonna work.
But you just had a guy
I mean, consider I'm in a different time zone and shit.
yo, come on. This is just
The event. Thank you for listening to episode 4 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central. I'm MKGUY. I'm with my boy Crazy Kid.
Yeah, see you later, man.
Boy, Mr. Monty.
Hello? I mean, wait, bye. No, wait, what?
Got my
Looking for a
boy.
flash drive still.
Got my boy Mr. Boost Dusk, who, by the way, is the technical guy that makes a lot of this stuff possible. And Monty is the guy that makes all the visuals possible with his
Now, I'll bust your ass.
So you gotta respect both of you guys.
I must
beats and
give
you
the
rap this on
respect
beat,
to
hit him
Monty
up.
for those picks. I must.
So, Boost, you gotta tell the people bye.
Bye.
Wait, what about Corgan's catchphrase?
I haven't gotten the Corbin yet. My boy Mr. Money Mo Money.
Adios.
And my boy K Lyric Corbin.
I see how it is.
What?
Save the best for last.
You say the catchphrase. You told
Everyone have a good day. Oh yeah,
No,
that's
that's not the catchphrase.
Yes, yeah. What was it?
Keep playing, keep gaming, or was it the other way around?
You know what? We just Corgan, the stage is yours. Create a new catchphrase right now.
All right. If you ain't gaming, you ain't playing. Boom. All right.
This has been
Four
episode 4
in, and we have two
Gaming
catchphrases.
Central. This is episode 4 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central. I am MKGUY. If you're watching the video version, then you know my name is Jaren because that's what my name appears as in the party.
What other version would it be?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. MP3, YouTube videos. Quick share. Share it to Facebook.
Website will be up tomorrow, most likely.
Coast to Coast Gaming Central website will be up tomorrow. Check us out. We're
Go
trying to
play
get
I'm
Larry.
going to find my flash drive tomorrow.
Monty will find his flash drive tomorrow. I'll get new 1080p tomorrow. This is Coast to Coast Gaming Central.
1080p.